y'all, welcome back to Illinois Honeycomb Homestead. Today we're going to be making Miss Wage's bread and butter pickles. If you're interested and want to know how we make that, stay tuned. Hey honeybees, so we're going to go ahead and get this mixture going, and then we're going to go ahead and start these jars up. But first things first, let's go ahead and get this stuff going. So what it's asking is 6 3/4 cups of white distilled vinegar, and it's asking for 7 cups of sugar, and we're going to put this pouch in here, and that's going to be our brine. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. 6 3/4 cups of vinegar. This cup holds, measuring cup holds 4 cups, so we're going to fill it on up to that 4-cup line. Okay, that's 4 cups. And then 2 more cups make 6. Five. And 1 row. Make 6. And it says 3/4. Let me get some more vinegar. Thought I had enough, but I don't, and I'll be right back. Okay, 3/4. Y'all gonna have to get a lot of vinegar if you're gonna be canning. And it don't cost a whole lot of money for vinegar. Okay, so that's 6 3/4. Okay, and now 7 cups of sugar. Don't come for me. Don't do it. Thank you, Renee. If you're watching, here's my little tin Christmas can. I sterilized it, cleaned it up, and I put my sugar in here. So handy, so handy. And I'm gonna, it's so sweet. Okay, so we're gonna do 7 cups of sugar. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 cups of sugar. Okay, and then it says you add this pouch of your Miss Wage's. It's got all the ingredients that you want in here as far as the seasoning, so we're going to put that in here. Okay. Okay. That's going in. You're going to put it over medium heat. Get my spoon, and I'm going to take you over to the stove. We're going to put this over medium heat until it comes up to a good boil, and then we're going to turn it off and take it off the eye, okay? So because we're going to have to get this sugar to dissolve, okay? That's our whole point on what. Okay, so now that we got it over here on the stove, I got it simmering on up so that way it can come to a good boil. When it comes to that good boil and everything has dissolved as far as the sugar in here, then we're going to have to take it off the eye, and I'm going to bring it over here to the jars so we can start filling them up and getting them ready to get processed. Okay? All right. Okay, honeybees. So you're going to need you some pickles. Cucumbers. My bad. Cucumbers. I had me those last of those cucumbers. As you can see, I had them in this pot, and I put them in some cold water, and I just strained the water, and I got it in this pot in my strainer so that way the excess water can come on out of this from being strained. I have me some sanitized jars. I have my debubbler, and I also have my funnel along with my ladler, okay? So this is what we're going to do. Now, you make sure you've washed and sanitized everything up as I stated before. Okay, we're going to take these pickles and we're going to fill all these up while that rind over there is getting warmed up and getting dissolved and getting warmed, so we can be able to pour our rind inside of our jars. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and put our pickles inside the jar, and you want it to be a 1/2 inch space, head space, and that's what we're putting in. I am doing a total of 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pints, and also you can do 7 quarts with this recipe. I did not want to do quarts, I wanted to do pints, and it's also telling you to slice them, and I wanted mine to slice like this. You see the little ripples? So that's what I got going on in mine. And so I'm going to go ahead and fill these up. 1/2 inch head space. And I'm going to work with the next one. Make sure you sanitize everything. Make sure you sanitize your lids, all of that. And I've got them over in some water now in a saucepan. They're warm. It's hot, but it's not boiling. You don't want it to be boiling. You just want them to be good and hot. And I'm going to go ahead and do these up. And then I'll come back when it's time to put the rind in. Okay, honeybees, as you can see, I got all the jars that are all good and filled with the cucumbers. Now I'm going to go over here and get the rind and set it right here so we can go ahead and get these filled up and debubbled, and go ahead and band them up and get them over there so we can start processing them right now. Okay, honeybees, so I got my ladler, and now we're getting ready to go ahead and fill these jars. And don't forget, 1/2 inch head space. And what I decided that I wanted to do with mine, I wanted to do half butter, and I wanted the other ones to be spicy bread and butter. So you can do it any way you want to. Now that you got the recipe for the bread and butter, right, you can also make it spicy if you like. And that's what I want to do too. I want to have 1/2 and 1/2. So I'll have enough to make some more, because from this batch, it was for the last harvest I had, and I still had some more cucumbers left, and I'm going to cut them up and make them spicy, because I'm going to still have a lot of this rind. And if you have rind left over, it will hold in the refrigerator for a week before you throw it out. So yeah, that's what makes it fun as well too. I'm just spilling it. I don't mean to. A good thing this towel is right here. Gotta wash my towels. Yeah. I hope y'all are enjoying this canning, because I know I am. It's fun once you get the hang of it. Don't let it intimidate you, like I told you before. Just take your time. And don't, just take your time. That's all I can say. Just take your time when you're doing this. Don't feel like you're in a rush, because there's no rush. There's no rush in it at all. Okay? So I'm going to come back, and I'm going to debubble Make sure all the bubbles are out of here. And it's gonna drop, but you're gonna pour this back in here to the 1/2 inch headspace. I'm gonna go back and fill it. If you run out of the rind, just add you some hot vinegar to fill it back up if you run out of the rind, if you're doing it in quarts. But if you're doing it in pints, you get more. I don't know if you can see this pretty good, but sorry if you can't. I gotta get another tripod, y'all. I don't mean no harm. Just gotta get another one. Just gotta get another one. Okay. Okay. Now we're gonna go back and we're gonna fill it on back up to the headspace. Okay. And after you do that, you take this back and we're going to wipe the lids and put the bands and rims on it. And we're going to go on to the stove and we'll show you what we do next. And your rims look really good. Make sure all that sugar and stuff is off of it. Sure you clean it good. Alright, now you can take your lids on, fingers to the tight. I'm gonna take you over there and we'll go from there. Okay, honeybees, I got my 8 quarts in my canner, the steam canner. I have turned my eye on. I'm gonna have to put my top on now. Make sure your jars are not touching each other. Make sure you have 2.5 quarts of water in here. That sounds so much better than having a Big Bertha. Y'all remember Big Bertha? We ain't gonna deal with Miss Big Bertha, okay? 2.5 cups of water. That's all you need for this steamer so you can steam. Okay, so now I'm gonna put the lid on here. Okay, got your thermostat up here. Check your zone that you're in. Find out what your elevation is if you have this type of canner, steam canner. My elevation is at 474 feet. On here is zone 1 from 0 to 3,000. And so I'm waiting for mine to get to the nut color green zone. And when it hits that green, I'm gonna set my timer for 15 minutes. And after 15 minutes, we'll be back with the finished product. So there you have it, y'all. We did it again. This is the last of all the cucumbers that I was able to harvest. This is the bread and butter sweet pickles. They look so pretty. Now, if you're wondering why you got some floating up there at the top, it hasn't really just settled down yet. And as it settles, it'll look like these. So it's perfectly fine as it cools down. This is it, y'all. I was able to do 8 pints. 8 pints. 8 pints. Very, very nice. And then you wait 24 hours. You will then write the date on this, and you will also write what it is so you'll know. And you'll take these bands off, put them away, and keep those. And you just put it up on the shelf with the rest of your collection of food. Hey y'all, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Write down a comment down below. Subscribe to this channel. And y'all, remember, have a wonderful and blessed day. Bye-bye.